about something productive, and we're going all the way back to old school, talking about creating literature.
But what I was going to say about the Starship Troopers thing, I didn't finish it. That was my problem. I went on a little bit of a Dr. Yvette Huang tangent. Anyways, and Catherine is here. 'Cause I think she's too smart. I can't follow her always. She's always ready with a tangent. And
Today will be finally we go back to hosting.
Hey, I'm gonna go over here, Catherine. I'm gonna go back. You can sit right here. Yeah.
Okay.
That way I can stare at people very creepily when they walk by.
Okay.
Yeah. So what the thing was he just goes on and on and on. He uses the novel Starship Troopers as a way to talk about why spanking is okay, right? Or what is in war, what is justified in terms of killing other people, right? And it's this is great, but it's maybe a paragraph, a page maximum. He just went on for pages. So it's almost like he used his novel as a way to support his philosophy.
Yeah,
right?
But for hardcore fans, this is his way to complete his universe. And then, what other people might consider as trifles are actually literary commitment. Catherine, Luke is talking about, he is having several projects and he is planning. He's actually on his way to finishing writing his novels.
It's finished.
And it's finished.
I just need a first reader. Yeah.
Fantastic. And he is creating an audio book out of it.
Yeah.
I heard from Yvonne.
Oh, yeah.
You were writing the book.
Yeah, so she's working on a screenplay, and I've read it. I haven't finished it. I'm at the very end of it. Anyways, so
I'll be honored, to write a review of it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the thing with Yvonne. Okay, I wrote a first novel, and I started writing it when I was 26. It was my first attempt. And now I'm looking at it as a 38-year-old. I'm like, it's just...
You can always revive it, modernize it, and also, and at the end, produce an audio book of it.
So I am going to release it and things like that, but I don't know if it's part of it. It was my first attempt. But I used to think it was really good. And I don't know if my style has changed. I remember this one thing, I always tell people you have to be really careful about editing. So Robert Frost went back and edited his poems later on in his life. And what I've gotten out of the poem anthology, the poetry anthology, was that the accepted versions were always the originals. So it's like, don't go back and edit your work.
Yes,
because,
thank you.
In 20 or 30 years, I'm going to see things differently. But it's hard to read what I did. And I don't want to do too much, because if you start editing, you can go crazy. So basically, I'm doing a final look at it to see if there's any major errors or anything like that. Or anything that's like I can't forgive myself for. But there's stuff I'm like, okay, you were in your 20s when you wrote this, just let it go. Anyway, so Yvonne is giving me her screenplay, and I'm giving her my first novel. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Very good.
And I'd let people read it and stuff like that. But the second one that I'm actually proud of that one. So.
And we're gonna make it big. First, I'm going to write some reviews, and then we can do some. And then Catherine will be doing some interviewing you, the author, then we make some video clips and put it out there.
Yeah, we're gonna get 5 views on YouTube. But is this an AI video? Yeah.
For those 5, it makes a difference.
Yeah. So
but
anyway, so that's my new thing. Is I'm gonna make an audiobook version, and then I'm gonna figure out how to. So I was really considering for a while. Okay, do I want to try to publish this?
Yes, you click on Amazon, and they have a personal project to guide you through all this.
Yeah,
and how to work with them. And how, as a new author, you can share the profits and everything.
Yeah.
The
only problem is Amazon's so evil. So I've thought about how I want to release it, but Amazon's such a huge market. If you don't do Amazon,
or you find some independent publisher on YouTube, or you find some tips on YouTube from those people who publish their own books. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
So I mean, really, like when it comes down to it, you're not going to make money with your writing anyway. So you might as well try to get as much of an audience as you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let them be evil.
So
okay.
but there's a big controversy. Is it Hachette? Is it one of the big five?
Yes.
They published this book. God, what is it called? Is it called Mad Girl? By Mia Ballard. Anyways, Shy Girl. I think it's called Shy Girl. Anyways, they found out that an AI checker website found out that 73% of the text was AI. But if you look at it, it's clearly like there's a lot of AI in here. And the writer said, I didn't use AI and things like that. But basically, the writer used a stolen image as her book cover. And then her novel got really big online. And then she got a traditional publisher, one of the big five. And the big five didn't do any editing. They just threw it out there, right?
Oh,
and then now they're pulling it because there's claims that there's AI. And the writer said, I didn't use AI, but I had an editor do a lot of work for me. It's like, yeah. Regardless, it's just, I don't know, man. It scares me that the publishers are now, sending stuff out there that's like, hey, this is probably AI. Not doing checks on
they're
it.
using very strict scanners. And those scanners make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, but I feel like the publishers aren't doing a good job of what should be out here, what should not be. Anyways, so I was trying to figure out whether I should try to publish it traditionally, and that would be up to a 2-year process, maybe 3, or if I just going to self-publish it and just have fun with it. And then I fell in the hospital and I broke my teeth. So I'm like, I spent over $100,000 fixing my teeth. So I have a teeth job. Right? I have 3 fake teeth. Veneers.
Looking nice.
Yeah. So I decided that I'm just going to self-publish it. That was my answer.
One tooth or both incisors?
I had these 2 and then 1 on the side. Yeah, so 3.
Teeth are very pricey.
Yeah, it was a rough day. It's been kind of rough. So I've decided that I'm just going to try to do this as cheaply as possible and enjoy it. Yeah.
This is really enviable, Luke. Okay, way before retirement, you found your second career, and it's something you loved so much.
I don't know. I feel it's been a rough year.
You found your passion.
I don't know. Writing, yeah, I got to make more time for it. It's really hard after you have a kid. Be careful when you have a kid. You can't.
And you love sports. This is not fair. Okay, you have more than one places. Okay, you have more than one place to lodge your passion.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Enviable.
The one thing I got to work on this though. I get mad sometimes because I have a kid, and it's really special being around with your kid, but man, it's like a major time crunch.
Normal, because you are normal. Normal people get mad around kids.
Yeah. It's very sweet and nice and things like that, but eventually it's like, all right, I do not want to go to one of these stupid cultural factories and be there for 5 hours. I could use those 5 hours to write or exercise and stuff like that. But it's just a sacrifice in life, If you want to have kids, you've made a commitment to losing a lot of personal time.
Who knows? Maybe one of these days, sometime in the future, he'll be joining you in one of your many passions.
Who knows? All I know is once you have a kid, you get really efficient at things. So before Alvin came, I was looking at papers, right? So all the time, students I don't have time. I'm like, what do you mean you don't have time? Once the kid gets less needy, I think I'm gonna have an advantage, right? Because you have to be disciplined when you're a parent, right? I even sometimes look at papers in the car if I have to, if I'm really desperate. Yeah. Right. So I'm waiting at a stoplight, 90 seconds, good, boom, boom, knock out one. Yeah.
Catherine, what would you like to work as for your first career? And then if you don't have to worry about money and career, what would be your second career?
The first career, I was thinking to be a projector. A
projector! Okay, something we fix on the ceiling.
It's
is that Chloe out there?
From the marketing position, and you do the other.
Is that one of those people who do this trial and error kind of things
So
putting things out there to test water.
So you try to figure out what's going to be the next, not fad, but what's going to be in vogue.
Trend.
What's going to trend there? Good. Yeah. So you want to be a trend, not a trend setter, but a trend predictor.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's not a very conventional job.
It's also interesting. Do you think you could do that well when you're like 35?
Right.
I'm not throwing water. I think it's nice. Yeah. So why do you have this interest?
Because I was figuring out what I want to study for my master, and I probably will choose marketing. It's more like creative way one.
Okay. So you'd like to try to predict trends in marketing.
Yeah, I think I would.
Or
like
in
it.
fashion. Would there be like an investment part in that, or you just want to be like on the media side, or?
I don't know. Maybe both are great.
I think that people who like invest money on what's coming next, that's pretty fascinating too. But I'm not going to go into that.
Yeah, you'll find your potential somewhere if you try something new.
So you like trends and things like that? You like fashion?
I kind of like fashion. I also want to work there, like the Devil Wear Prada.
Or like Rachel in France. Yeah.
What's your favorite brand and things like that?
My favorite brand, I would say, Chanel.
Okay. Wow. Do you have any
Old
Chanel?
school?
Or you just like look at it from afar?
I just like to look at their poster.
Okay.
And like their Instagram, like what they post.
Okay.
And the design.
And you think the marketing side of Chanel is really good?
It's not bad.
Okay.
Because when people think about like perfume, the first thought is will be Chanel.
Yeah. I must say, we've talked about this before and I got in trouble last time. I think Chanel is really great because...
Finish it.
Chanel's definitely a Nazi. Come on. And they have done the best job in pretending that she's not a Nazi. And I think there's this movie, or is it a TV series out recently about Chanel? And
I would say a movie.
yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched it, and I don't know if I ever have time. But I'm kind of curious. I've heard the way it's written. There's like a competitor of Chanel is a Nazi, so it's like they've literally rewritten history to make like Chanel some person that we should worship or be fond
Is
of.
it quasi-documentary?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Right.
Have you
Yeah,
seen it?
yeah,
Or
yeah.
I haven't. I just barely peeked at it.
Yeah.
Did you watch it or no?
Part.
What'd you think?
Yeah. But
Are they rewriting history?
I have to say, some people, some great artists, like Wagner,
Yeah.
it's almost impossible to find them unentangled from the Nazi
Okay.
block. Yeah.
Thing is, like, my problem is there's a lot of maybe well-intentioned people, but they want artists to be good people. And I personally, I don't think I could have a collection of Hitler paintings and go, man, and just like, oh man, it doesn't. I just love the art. It's not the person, because that's a little bit of a
No.
That's a very slippery slope you're playing with. But eventually, you're not gonna have any artists if you think about all the artists that have done terrible things, right? Or do you enjoy them and then you change your mind once you find out they do something bad? You know, it's
In history, also in history, somewhere around the Tang Dynasty and the Song Dynasty after that, there were altogether 8 great calligraphers. One of them was actually taken out and being replaced by the 9th one, because that one was an evil Lord Chancellor. Yeah. So, okay, I agree with you. It's impossible. It's impossible to sit there playing naive, saying, I simply appreciate the art. I don't care about the creator of the art, and then art should be independent, and let's talk about the death of the author, literary theory. No. The author is always attached. Yeah.
but you can't so Robert Frost, a poet,
Yep.
there's pretty good evidence that he was a terrible family man, and maybe his kids, maybe his kids ended up dying because he didn't take care of them. I don't know if it's because he was writing poetry or whatever. But, eventually, if you do enough chasing, you'll have no artists left, right? So you can't like completely forget it, but you can't also use it as a witch hunt, right?
Right.
But so Chanel, what's the first thing you're going to buy from Chanel? So you are a Chanel fan who doesn't have any Chanel.
No, I'm not a fan of Chanel, but I would like to work like just for like the ads.
Oh.
Do you have a few bottles of perfumes? I can't remember exactly. From Chanel.
Just one.
Okay, so you've already stepped into that.
Which one?
The N5.
Oh, Chanel number 5. The first, the first bottle. Okay, the first luxury bottle in history.
Really?
Yeah,
My mom
in the
gave
history
me
of
that.
fashion. Yeah.
Nice. Question: has Chanel done anything with like we're Chanel now, but now we're AI powered Chanel, or have they stick? Because everything is throwing the AI on it, right? We have the AI massage chair. My shoes are AI, right?
In the fashion world, Chanel number 5 is like AI made because
really?
In the industry of perfume, you only have 2 choices. First, designer's brand, aka evil, niche, small family business, usually very pricey, and they stick to their recipe. Okay, some of them even last for hundreds of years. So yes, you're right. Okay, if we are doing a dichotomy of AI and human, yes, Chanel is definitely in the line of business.
Of AI.
Yep.
And can you share a little bit about what they've done with AI?
I don't know. I mean, you can find a bottle from AI if you ask Gemini or Grok to create it. Because I think it's last semester I have a class of Enhui 老师.
Oh, yes.
And like she want us to create a promote video. So I just typing like to AI like please give me the model of the perfume set. And they give me something kind of like Chanel. So I think they probably will do.
I remember, and Catherine made a series of 2 video clips. Fantastic advertisement. Looks like $1 million production, but was actually her sitting there finishing everything at one sitting.
Really?
Yeah, like I make people jump into the water and
Yeah.
and then show up like
Everything.
there's a perfume.
Luxurious.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
So that's why I think.
Can I see it? Do you have it?
I don't know. I still have that clips.
You see, this is, I see it as the singularity point. Okay, so from then on, we can believe that this idea of spending $1 million, making a commercial, will probably, going extinct.
Okay, so you are a believer that AI will will replace.
Partly. If we're talking about art, like legit movie, serious documentary, or something inspiring, no, AI is out. At the very sight, people feel disgusted. But if we're talking about low cost, I don't really care. I only care for publicity and visibility. That's there.
Okay.
That's zero cost sitting right there, right? For those evil bosses who don't really care about their brand and their commitment in their business, that's there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I enjoy seeing how videos have improved. Like the still images, you don't see 6 fingers or 7 fingers anymore. They've done a pretty good job of cleaning that up.
And I would say that proper artists, they do a better job using AI for post editing, not for production.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. I remember I was talking to you like, was it the first semester we did this show? And I felt that one thing that was going to happen if AI starts creating things, there's going to be post-editing done by humans. And that was one thing I had a problem with. Like everything is prompt-based, right? But like, what if you have AI tools creating images, and then you have the human kind of cleaning up certain things that bother?
I don't know. I find that very unreliable.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're still all right.
I believe in AI as very efficient assistant. Second tier. Yeah.
I'm always curious. Hold on. We should start. You know that I'm the least knowledgeable about AI in our department. Maybe Dorinda. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Enhui knows more than I do. Enhui, and then she knows more than I do.
Is fantastic at creating storyboards using AI.
Okay, and then you have all these certificates, and here I am. I watch a lot of videos on AI. Sometimes I read stuff if I have time, but I'm curious about, and if a lot of times my YouTube feed is a lot of negativity about AI.
I think you like the right kind of AI very much because you don't have you have a lot of passions in different places, but you have to spend some time with your family, and then you have so many good ideas to put into practice. So when you find the right kind of AI assistant, you'll like it.
Yeah.
Because what they are really improving right now is focusing less on creating something stupid on behalf of students, but more on creating the entire workflows for teachers, for writers, for artists. Yeah.
That's what was interesting that Chat or OpenAI, they pulled their Sora app or their Sora platform, right? Yeah. And so people are not making all these dumb videos anymore.
Yeah.
Or was that actually, I can't remember, was Sora all AI videos, like AI made?
It's almost out.
Yeah, and now it's like, because it's just not profitable, right?
No. So, now if you have to do some illustration or videos or static pictures, I would say, both Grok and Gemini will do a good job. ChatGPT is also helping, but it's actually going it's going a bit behind other stuff, because other AIs are right now helping you building workflow. Like you already a writer, you know what to do. So first block, you building it like Lego, you control everything. Finding the right topic, finding what's wrong with my characterization, and then third step, and the fourth step, and then in the end, this is where I need a plot, and this is how I design my plot. Suggest 3 possible twists of the plot, and then you have the entire system built. One block after another.
I've thought about if I want AI to be an editor, and I've decided no. First off, because I don't trust, even if you were to click a button that says you won't have access to my information, I don't trust them, because there's always loopholes. So I've decided not to have an AI editor. I've also, maybe it's only because I've used OpenAI, but I don't think they can even evaluate things like IELTS writings properly.
Wait, because I've heard this. I heard you say this before. What do you mean by you are using OpenAI?
Well, I'm using ChatGPT. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You always use an interface. Okay. You don't use an LLM, because LLM is mostly shared between different interfaces. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Because OpenAI, and then they have other different projects.
Yes, and they share their system.
I just don't want to say, I don't want to use ChatGPT for everything, because it sounds like if I'm using Google, right? Or if I'm using another AI platform, but I still use ChatGPT as like this lazy generic term. So I always try not to use ChatGPT. But yeah, you're right. Okay, I should just say ChatGPT.
You can always, if you are afraid of a hallucination, you can always go to Perplexity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found a little clip.
Yeah?
Okay, show it to Luke.
But I cannot find a whole. This was a draft.
Remember, that's minutes of work. And later on, Catherine, you can also show it to the camera right in front of you, so people can see.
Like this.
Even this is actually a pretty decent motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show it to the camera.
Hello.
Oh, thank you. You have to help it focus.
I'm very curious of right now. They're basically, is it called GIFs or GIFs? Right now, it's not true video. It's basically like images, and they make it look like it's motion, right? And
Yeah.
Because you can't have too much motion. Once there's too much motion, if something like this, it's already getting messed up, right? So it's very smart how these AI companies have kind of done it, and it's this weird mix of an image but also a video, and they're able to make it almost look like it's real. Yeah,
I'm really happy to see that. Okay, this kind of trend is really dying down. Like when people talk about the progress of AI, we're talking about it by days. But within these 2 months, nobody is talking about creating images or video clips using AI. I'm so glad. So right now everyone is talking about building a AI agent, how to keep it safe and how to build your workflow. So I like to see the twist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what has happened to the people that were focused on images and
people finally wake up, that this is stupid. And a lot of young people, mostly high school students and university students, they are so yucked by AI films and images, especially when school people put them on posters. Yeah,
that's what I find funny. Our administration at世新loves AI, and I'm like, oh my god.
No, not just世新, because as far as I know, all school people from every university, state-run or private, they are all thinking this is a trend. We have to feed it into our curriculum so that our students would like it. So they are making efforts in the opposite direction.
Does AI produced image and video content give you like a ugh?
Do you want to see my trailer?
Yeah.
It's from the text, the bus.
Okay.
That one is even better. That's she did that one as a homework from American literature. It was an assignment given by Alice, and then later on people made it into like their semester assignment, and then make it into some type of trader.
This is the last stop, Ricketts Landing. You need to get off the bus now.
Everything. The image, the move, the voice, and the transition made by AI. I wonder how much it would cost if you follow the old school way to produce it. Must be a lot. Must be some money. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But I still have to say, you need that. You need that kind of production means or methods. And only when you have the best content to produce. And the best content comes from American literature. So I do believe that in the end, I do believe in Jensen Huang when he says that in the end, in the new digital time of AI, humanities will be the engine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't think Jensen Huang is like the master snake oil salesman?
First, I'm not very familiar with the analogy, but then I have to tell you, on my list of AI revolutionists, he is not on. Because most people are focusing on money. I'm not saying that I don't like him. I'm not saying that I hate money, but most people consider him the godfather of AI because they don't know squat about the development of AI. Yeah. The real godmother of AI is Fei Li from Stanford University. She was the one building all the vectors, having 1 or 200 vectors lodged in one word, so that the word cat can come up as 200 sets of different numbers for the computer to start calculating. And it was because of Fei Li, the professor from Stanford University, taking her students, having the connections of dog. This is only one word. But under that, how about Marquise, Chihuahua, and then under that, under every Chihuahua, first of all, I don't think it's a dog, but still, And under every Chihuahua, you have all the species. Under every species, you have a shot of the clear pictures from different angles. She did the connection. So we can have, the large language model, and how they can be understood by computers, and then how computers can understand pictures, so much so as to produce pictures. It was all because of her. Jensen Huang, I like him, because first he's Taiwanese, and then second he makes a lot of money, and third he came back here with a lot of investment. But let's face it, he knows how to make money with the technology. He has no squat relationship to the development of the technology. Yeah. So that's it. Sorry, I accidentally started lecturing.
No, I what's the best way to say it? My problem with AI is I haven't spent enough time playing with it, and I try to learn a lot about what people talk about it and think about it, and yeah. So I don't know what's the best way to say. If I was to use a sports analogy, I'm someone who watches a lot of baseball but doesn't play a lot of baseball. Yeah.
That's the reason why I don't watch sports.
A lot of wasted time.
Because I don't play it. How am I? What is the point of watching cooking shows all the time without any intention to cook in the kitchen, right?
My thing is that as AI becomes bigger and bigger, I kind of, as an educator, I need to know at least a little bit about it, right?
But this is only, it was only this month when AI comes back on the right track. Yeah. So what you missed is a promise that you didn't miss out on a lot. Yeah.
I mean, I need to spend some time on it, right? As a teacher, to try to predict the trends. And I've changed my teaching strategy and my methods because of AI. Yeah. And I'm trying, like, one of the things, I used to have oral reports, and I've eventually figured out the way the technology is going with Notebook LM, things like that. Hey, Futoshi, he's in my, see you tomorrow. Good luck on the test. You're going to crush it. He's in my Blade Runner sophomore English class. Yeah. But anyways, Notebook LM, things like that. Eventually, I knew students were not going to come to the classroom and talk with me one-on-one. They were just going to upload their AI script, and then it'd be talking. And so I'm like, I can't do that anymore. So I've gone more test-based, and all my tests are now paper because students will cheat if it's online. Yeah.
I think it's a very good tradition to stick to.
Yeah.
Yeah, having your course test-based. Yeah. That was actually the old British way. And a lot of British textbooks are still designed accordingly.
Yeah, but like I would, hey, Giuseppe, yes, that's it, right? Yeah, his name is the father of Pinocchio.
Really? Look, you know enough people around to be elected Li Zhangbo.
Yeah.
You know that.
I think so. I might, yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't help me keep my football team as a team. Now it's becoming a club, but yeah. The thing is if you're nice to people will help you, right? So.
You know what? You're going to go viral in some other fields, and then you use that visibility to help the soccer ball survive. Soccer team survive.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Always, you gotta be positive. Yeah. Try to always stay positive.
Yeah.
Don't let the negativity.
Look at Jensen Huang.
Yeah.
When you know how to make money out of AI, people thought, oh my God, this guy is the godfather of AI. Right?
Well,
Same thing.
His life story is pretty interesting, right? He's made a lot of big bets. He's put his business on the verge of bankruptcy multiple times.
Yes, he gambles. I don't.
But, it's like there's a lot of people who gambled a lot and then they gambled wrong one time, Like, who knows? Like, maybe OpenAI won't be around in 5-10 years. It's
very
really,
true.
It's very hard to see these things, right?
Very true. Okay, it's been outwon. It's been outwon and outnumbered now. Okay, by Claude. Yeah.
What do you think about the Anthropic CEO?
Anthropic, yes. Okay, Anthropic is the company of Claude.
Yeah.
They are going somewhere.
You think they're good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. It's more than good. They are going. They leave behind almost every other AI services except for Gemini.
Do you think it's because they're ethical? They walked away from the United States military. Yeah.
Allegedly, they're ethical.
Yeah.
But we don't know what's going on.
I like how their CEO talks with this. He has a phone script. And he goes, and in 6 to 12 months, you're going to see big changes in the industry. He talks like this with his cell phone,
First of all, I like them because they always keep a very low profile.
Okay.
Second, when they started collaborating with the U.S. Army, we didn't even know. Third, they don't use while other AI companies are running something very similar to each other, they are developing their AI systems independently. So for other AI services, they're doing vector calculation. First, you transform words into numbers, and then the numbers start working with each other to see is this fit or doesn't. They don't. They use code. Whatever you put up there, they build an independent coding system. They don't calculate with numbers. They calculate with Codo index. So they are completely different from the ground up. Yeah. And that's the reason why it's a fantastic as a humanities scholar, and then as a code designer, an app designer, architect, everything. Yeah. But still, they have their limit. Yeah. I'm only saying that they find a smart way to build an AI system which is capable of creativity, but without so much BS. Yeah. That's big. And of course, they're super, I don't want to say they're evil, but they're super pricey. Yeah.
They're also very doomer-like, yeah. They seem very worried about AI destroying the world.
Speaking of which, if it's ChatGPT, I'll say, give it a rest. But if it's Anthropic Claude, yes, I can see that coming.
Okay.
I can see that coming. The first AI agent I built under Claude code. Yeah. I gave it a $7 to keep it from working. It fixes the $7 in minutes. Like I left it there, I used the washroom, I came back, everything is up and running. So, I kind of killed it. Yesterday, last night, I built my second AI agent. Save! This time, it only asks for username and code without using API key. API key is like username and code behind the username and code. Yeah.
So, which platform do you use?
I usually use Gemini to create the video and the image. But now I think Grok is better.
Really? Okay, interesting. So, are you a believer in Musk in the end? Do you think Elon Musk will save? Or do you think it's just a good time for them? There's just so much negativity with Elon Musk now. Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I kind of wonder. He's really going in on these humanoid robots.
Yeah.
And these humanoid robots are not that great. So it's really funny, right? One thing that I never thought about, and I don't think anyone thought about this, but we humans need to train robots how to do chores, right?
Yeah.
And so basically the best thing that we have on the market right now
Yes.
is that you need to wear gloves and things like that, and then the robot studies you. Or they'll control the robot remotely in your house, right? So it's
Sure.
like, don't come into the bedroom, right? And they're just very noisy and clunky, and
I'm not sure about now, but before AI gets rampant, okay, the robotics was actually the field of Osaka University. So Osaka University has the best. They don't call it robots because they want to make it like perfectly human-like. So they call that Genoid or something. Yeah, gen refers to the French word people, okay, Jean, okay, and oid resembling. Yeah, Genoid. Really human looking.
yeah, I always notice before AI got big, I would show people the uncanny valley, right?
Oh yes, yes.
Which is something I'm still teaching, right? And AI kind of breaks it. It's like it's already surpassed it, right?
Because uncanny valley is mostly visual. But okay, I like the idea you just brought up. We should also have uncanny valley for knowledge, right?
In what ways?
I don't really know, but I think, okay, going back to being visual, I think that was a great example. Like, okay, the AI produced images actually grows out young people.
Okay.
I like that. So, okay, they have a lower tolerance, lower threshold for uncanny valley effect.
Okay, so it's going to change.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Do you know what the uncanny valley is?
是麦田圈吗？麦田圈吗？不是。
No. Okay, uncanny valley is a range. Like, okay, before this, so much unlike human being, I feel nothing weird, only cute. And then, okay, after this, so much like human being, I can't tell anything in between. Scary.
So it's like a dead body is part of the valley because it's like it's a human, but it's dead. So
That's very strong analogy.
or like a person who loses their arm, they have to have a fake arm. Like it looks kind of like an arm, but it's not a real arm. Or some animations have done this. Beowulf is an example. It's like they look pretty real, but not real enough, and people go, ugh. There's another movie called Polar Express the same way. So certain animations, that's why a lot of animations go for the more cartoony kind of look, because cartoons, we're like, okay, this is clearly not real, right? So they're just cute. But AI, the animation is so lifelike that it doesn't seem to bother some people, at least. Like, doesn't really bother me that much until the motion gets weird, like their arm is gone, then it's back. But
when you see 6 fingers, it's the canny.
Yeah, but those days are over now.
Yeah,
you don't see it as much now. But Japan, I noticed a lot of the robots that would come out of Japan that looked like humans, they'd get put in the uncanny valley, but they were doing pretty close, right? Yeah. So there'd be a robot and she would be talking like, and now I like to talk about the recent project.
That's uncanny.
Right? And it's like, why don't you move more naturally, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, should we wrap this up?
Yeah.
12:56.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. So this is a busy time for me. I get all these crazy line messages because I'm having tests this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you get crazy things. Yeah, I had one student in my sports English class. So one student is showing up for the first time ever. She's an RTF, like 5th year student, and she says she can only come for the test. I'm like, well, you can try. You won't get any attendance points, things like that. But you can basically pass my class if you get good test scores. Because now we don't have Kokao anymore. Yeah.
You've done too much for them. You don't have to.
Yeah, I thought about it. But anyways, and then I had another student say, well, I have this project I'm making about elevators, and can I use that in order to pass the class? I'm like, no. I'm getting weird requests. It's becoming more and more common. I used to never have students asking, like, this is nothing new to sports English, you know? And are you going to just double dip? You can use this in all your classes, right?
What's the elevator got to do with sports?
Yeah. I had one student, and I have Google Form quizzes for review, right? And she's like, what are the answers? I'm like, just retake the quiz until you get the right answers. And I've told these people, like, you just upload it to any AI system and they'll give you the answers, right? It's like, or just take, you know, but you know what I'm talking about? On Google Form, right? You can choose whether to show them the correct answers or not, right? But eventually if you click it, you know, you'll get it. So I decided not to put the correct answers for them this time because I felt that it would help them study a little bit better, right? And
Okay.
yeah.
Look, I'd like to congratulate you for finishing your book and on your way to publish an audiobook.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Now I gotta figure out, do I want to put audio effects in or not? Right?
Let me be the first one to review it.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah. Do you want the audio version?
And that Catherine be the first one to interview you.
Yeah.